This is Pastor Robin Bullock. If you're unfamiliar, he likes to divine prophecy from God from cultural events. Now, let me show you what I mean by that. Watch this clip. It came out early April 2022. I think it perfectly explains exactly what I mean.
And then the final prophecy about the slap was, you who filed petitions and tried to make my prophets apologize, you are like Zedekiah who slapped Micaiah across the mouth. And he said,
a lot of talk about slapping, right? Slaps. What does he mean by slaps?
He said, when you go, and it just said, when you go into your inner chamber, you will see it. And that night, everyone went home, watched those Oscars, and saw it.
Yep. He is prophesying from God that God sent him a message when he watched the Will Smith, Chris Rock Oscars slap. He divined prophecy from Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars. That's who this guy is.
Then he talks about this. It said, you will see it. And it was a man named Will who did it. Folks, what you just saw with the slap heard around the world was harvest coming.
Yeah, that's Robin Bullock. He's another Trump pastor. He's somebody that I would consider to be a leader within the Trumpist movement, the MAGA movement. Generally, when you're dealing with evangelical churches like this, they have a structure, a hierarchy that they believe exists, okay? Here's the hierarchy that they think should exist if it doesn't. Prophets receive information from God. They pass that information down to the priests who run the church and give the sermons and whatever else. Then the government receives direction from the priests, and then the government tells the people that they're enacting these laws, which were based on what the priest told them, which was based on what the prophets told them. So it goes prophets, priest, prince, people. That's what they call it. This guy believes himself to be at the very top of the heap. He believes himself to be a prophet that's divining prophetic information from God by watching Will Smith slap Chris Rock at the Oscars. That's where we're at with this guy. That's not the only one that he went with, though. There are other cultural events that he really loves to dig into, for lack of a better term. This one came out mid-November 2021. Listen to this.
It's amazing to me just looking at that Super Bowl thing, when everybody was just sure that the Bengals were going to win.
Dude, what is this guy in the corner? I actually clipped this out personally. Like, I was sitting here watching this entire sermon and clipping this stuff out. And I remember seeing this. What's this guy in the corner doing? He's not signing. This isn't sign language. He's not even, like, voicing the words for deaf people or anything. Is he? Like, I learned a little sign language when I was a Jehovah's Witness. He's not signing at all.
Amazing to me just looking at that Super Bowl thing.
You can't even see the dude's hands. That's totally beside the point. I just don't know why there's a little man in the corner.
When everybody was just sure that the Bengals were going to win.
When he's watching the Super Bowl.
And I don't have anything against either team. It's just God speaks in an event where everybody's looking. That one of them grabbed a ram by the face mask and turned his head and caught that pass that put them so far ahead. And somebody in the room said, it was Austin, said, well, they got away with that one, didn't they? I said, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. Because they know they did that, see. And what I said is, I said, no, they didn't. Now a seed has been sown that will come up later in the game.
This guy was watching the Super Bowl. This is what happened. He sees something he considers to be a foul play. Somebody grabs a helmet or whatever in the middle of the game. And he's divining prophetic information from that, claiming that God is showing him prophecy when he watches a football game.
And what did it cost them some later in the game? 10 yards for excessive celebration. And then the Rams won. The face mask cost Joe the game. You're not hearing me.
No, I'm hearing you. I just think it's dumb as dog shit, honestly, in my personal opinion. And why is there a tiny man in the corner again?
And there's nothing against the quarterback. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about political stuff now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so anyway, that's Robin Bullock. He is a deep Trump lover. Do anything for the guy. Believes that he's receiving divine information about Trump, that Trump is anointed by God. All kinds of crazy, unhinged stuff. If you don't believe me, watch this one. This came out mid-November 2021. 11 months after Joe Biden was inaugurated as president. Robin Bullock comes in and says this. Listen to this.
Don't be concerned about riots. Riots are going to happen whether you come back or not.
He wants Donald Trump to come back. I mean, now, not in 2024, now. He wants Trump to take back the presidency immediately before the next election. And he has a plan for that, and I'll explain what his plan is in a second. Keep listening.
They're going to happen whether Donald Trump runs for president or is president or walks in the office. The riots are going to happen anyway. Don't worry about all of that. Operate in the power of God and let him pave your way. One step toward that, your position, and God will open the way all the way back. And I'm going to tell the president something. Donald John Trump, you were anointed from the day you were born to be president.
Dude, this is so deeply cringy. I can't stand it.
And you were brought on the scene for such a time as this.
That is just too much. It is simply too much. I cannot. So you notice right at the end there, he said, Trump is supposed to take office. He's anointed by God to be president. Not in 2024, now. So how does he expect Trump to do that is the question, right? What's the plan here? He does have a plan. Let me show you what his plan is. He explains it. He lays it out here. This is exactly how he thinks Trump could and should take the presidency back before the next election. Early March 2021.
The stage is set. Everything is set. But you're going to have to pray for the rightful president, whether he wants to walk back into this or not. You must pray that he wants to do it, because God won't make him do anything. Is it his will? Yes. Is he the president? Yes. That's why he could just walk right back in, and God will supernaturally move things out of the way.
That's the plan. He thinks that if Donald Trump just stood up, walked into the Oval Office, and sat down at the Resolute desk, God would protect him. God would push things out of the way, and Trump would just declare himself president, and boom, now he's president, just like that. That's insane. That is insane. You want to know the even more insane part about this? This clip came out early March 2021. You know why that's significant? There's this QAnon conspiracy theory, which, by the way, this guy is a QAnon conspiracy theorist. Anyway, there's a conspiracy theory that after Reconstruction, after the Civil War ended, when the Union rejoined with the Confederacy, they rejoined into something new. It wasn't the United States of America anymore. It was the Corporation of the United States of America. It's not true. Obviously, it's this pseudo-legal nonsense. Doesn't make any sense at all, and it's not true. It's not based in fact, but this is what they believe. So every law that's ever been passed since 1863 or 64 or whatever else on a federal level is null and void because it was passed by the corporation of the United States rather than the United States of America or the U.S. government or whatever. And there's this law that passed to change Inauguration Day from March 4th originally to January 20th, I think. That was a constitutional amendment passed in the 20s or something like that. So they believe there haven't been 45 presidents or 46 or however many. They think there have only been like 17 because every president that came after Reconstruction, after the Civil War, is invalid, and every law or constitutional amendment passed after the Civil War ended is null and void. So they start ramping up their efforts and their prophecies and everything else around March 4th, 2021. Early March is when this came out, remember, because they thought that Donald Trump is going to be inaugurated as the real president, the official 18th president of the United States, the actual U.S., and not the corporation that represents the U.S. currently. Seriously. This is QAnon-level stuff we're talking about. Around March is when he starts talking about this. Well, honestly, he had been talking about this the entire time, but this really ramped up around March, and it stayed at a fever pitch ever since. It's been turned up to 10 the entire time. Since March, he's been harping on this and screaming and crying and telling us Trump is supposed to be the president. He just has to walk back into office, and that's all he has to do. God will push things out of the way for him. Absolutely unhinged stuff, dude. Came to a point in mid-November 2021 where he got seriously upset over what some people were saying to him. It had been a year at this point since Trump definitively lost the election. The election took place like November 4th or 6th or something like that. I don't remember now. It's mid-November 2021 at the time this clip comes out, and he's still complaining about it. People are sick of it at this point, some of them. Or he feels like they are. So he comes out on stage and gets on him about it. Listen to this.
Apologize. Go ahead and apologize. Well, no! How about that? Just so you can hear me again. No! Because you are wrong. If this had no meaning to it and no prophet standing speaking today was, if they were all wrong, why don't it go away?
Because they can't accept the fact that they were wrong. Because if they do accept that fact, then it means they have to give up their church. In fact, the Bible says that they're supposed to be stoned if they're wrong about prophecy. Now, this guy is one of those people who claimed to prophesy that Donald Trump is going to be the president in 2021. He's going to be reinaugurated. And here we sit with a Biden presidency. That's why it doesn't go away. Because if it goes away, he loses everything. I feel that's pretty obvious. I don't even need to say it. But for some reason, this guy can't let it go. Some unknown reason.
How come it hasn't ever faded away? How come it's still a fight over that election?
It's not a fight. It's only a fight in this guy's head, honestly.
If it was wrong and it wasn't true, then why are we still debating all of this?
No one's debating this. We have the facts. The fact is Biden won the election and was certified and inaugurated, and Trump isn't the president. He lost the election. Before we continue, I just wanted to mention something. If you like what I do and you want to see me continue to do it, you can support me in a few ways. First, there's Patreon. That's probably the best way. But if you want to get something back for your support, you can check out my Teespring. Or you can check out my Telltale Unfiltered channel. I go through long-form, unhinged sermons from all kinds of people, from Hank Kunneman to Greg Locke to Jehovah's Witnesses. So give it a look. Links are in the description. Okay, now back to the video. Not only did this guy claim that he was going to win in 2020, but he claimed he was going to win in a landslide. That didn't happen. I don't know how else to say this. He was wrong in every way. and still cannot accept it.
Folks, it would have already passed. You keep your doctrines. You keep your doctrines, but I'll tell you what, you are going to answer for trying to regulate the Lord's prophets. You with your big educations. You're going to answer for trying to regulate a prophet of the Lord and telling a prophet of the Lord that what God said is not true, but what you said is true.
Wow. Okay.
You're in trouble. You're in trouble now.
I bet. I'm scared. I'm shaking in my boots. This is crazy. You with your big educations. What does that mean exactly? I don't need a big education to look at data and understand facts like anybody can. What is going through this guy's head? Well, guess what? That was November 2021. Would you be surprised to find that he's still, to this day, talking about this? This clip's from late July 2022, and he's got a new strategy now. He's coming at it from a new angle. Listen to this one.
The prime minister or president of Italy dedicated one also, which was involved in this, I got to say it in code because I remember what channel I'm on.
He's got to say it in code because he's on a different channel, okay?
And so was involved in these are your glasses, but I'm taking them.
Okay, in the theft is what he's saying. I don't think the word theft is censored, and this is weird to me. So has he been told to stop talking about the election by his network? Or is he on YouTube? Oh my God, if he's on YouTube, oh my God. Dude, I think the guy's on YouTube. He has 186K subbies. Oh, that's interesting. We're going to have to go through some of his videos and see what we can find on there. I don't believe in allowing extremists to benefit from algorithms that specifically forbid certain things from taking place. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to be going through his YouTube channel and finding some stuff, some interesting stuff. Keep listening. Apparently, he's doing this for YouTube. I'm assuming YouTube's been successful for him, and that's why he's speaking in code. Looks pretty successful to me. 160,000 views on his last stream. 94,000 from 8 days ago. 160,000 from 12 days ago. 75,000 views from 2 weeks ago. Yeah, he's successful on YouTube. Robin D. Bullock, 186,000 subscribers. God, dude, he's averaging 38,000 views right now. 38,000 views. He's averaging 170,000, he's averaging 170 new subscribers per day. 1 million views a month is what he's getting right now. 1 million views a month. We need to go through his YouTube channel and make sure he's following the rules. That's what we need to do. That's why he said that about the glasses and why he said he's not sure what channel he's on, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter if you use code or not. YouTube doesn't allow you to break the spirit of the rule. So he could be removed for saying, or he could get a strike for saying that, basically. And in my opinion, he should. I follow the rules. He should have to follow the rules too.
I got to say it in code because I remember what channel I'm on. And so was involved in these are your glasses, but I'm taking them. Are y'all with me? And so the glasses thieves took the glasses and took the 2020 vision.
It's so stupid and terrible. I cannot even, but okay. People are actually clapping for this?
So they taked it, and the church believed it. We're trying to make all these sounds so that algorithm stalk in the darkness at night. Algorithm stalk. You think I'm kidding you? You just mention something around your iPhone and it'll show up on your iPhone. That's because, you know what that is? Algorithm stalk. We're late at night. They come through the room going,
I don't understand. I guess he's trying to be amusing, but I'm really not sure what he was doing there. We know that phones track your data. That's a known phenomenon. Yeah. Obviously, companies are tracking everything you do on your phone. That's why I find it so strange that Robin Bullock and people like him have all these weird beliefs about the government tracking you through microchips. Like, come on. They're already tracking you, and they have been for decades. Or at least for like a decade, since iPhones got really, really popular. Or since smartphones got popular, about 10 years ago. Probably closer to 15 years ago. Anyway, point is, this guy's on YouTube, and he's still talking about election fraud. And we need to go through some of this and make sure he's following the rules. By the by, if you're interested in doing that with me, I'll probably be covering his YouTube channel and some of his videos on my Telltale Unfiltered channel soon. That's basically what I do on there. I pick out a video, like an hour-long video or hour and a half long, and I just watch it beginning to end. And oh my God, is it entertaining sometimes. Like, they really say some unhinged stuff from time to time. So follow me over to Twitch or to my Telltale Unfiltered channel. I do the live streams on Twitch, and then I upload them to Unfiltered eventually. So follow me over there if you want to see me cover some of this guy's stuff, and we'll figure out if he's following the rules just like everybody else. Anyway, if you disagree with anything I had to say about this guy or anything else, let me know in the comments or on Twitter @TelltaleAtheist.